Hi, second graders. Today we are on the deep dive for Module 3, Lesson 10. You will need your blue workbook today. Today we're going to focus on why and when writers use adjectives and adverbs. Let's look at our two sentences. First we have, Dr. King was a brave man. Our second sentence says, Dr. King acted bravely. First, let's circle the word being described in both the sentences. Then we'll draw an arrow from that word to the descriptive word. So in our first sentence, we have brave underlined already. Brave is describing who? Dr. King. In our second sentence, Dr. King acted bravely. What is bravely describing in this sentence? How Dr. King acted. So Dr. King in the first sentence is a noun. He's a person. So our describing word brave is an adjective because it's describing a noun. In our second sentence, acted is a verb or an action. And what do we call describing words for verbs? Not adjectives, but adverbs. So in our first sentence, we have an adjective that describes a noun. In our second sentence, we have an adverb excuse me, that describes a verb or an action word. Turn to handout 10A in your blue book. It's called Comparing Adjectives and Adverbs. Let's see what the directions say. 1. Underline the descriptive word. 2. Circle the word being described. 3. Ask yourself, is the word I circled a noun or a verb? And then 4. Decide if the underlined word is an adverb or an adjective. So let's look at our first sentence here. Dr. King spoke proudly to the crowd. What is our descriptive word in this sentence? Our descriptive word in this sentence would be proudly. So it says underline the descriptive word, then circle the word being described. So what are we describing as proudly? Dr. King spoke proudly to the crowd. We're describing how Dr. King spoke. So we're going to circle that. Is the word I circled a noun, a person, place, or thing, or is it a verb, an action word? Spoke. That is an action word, so it's a verb. That means proudly is an adverb. Let's try the second one. Dr. King was a kind man. What is our describing word in this sentence? Good, it's kind. Dr. King was a kind man. Who are we describing as kind? Dr. King. Is that a noun, a person, place, or thing, or is it a verb? It is a noun, so that is an adjective. Ruby speaks kindly to others. Which word is our describing word? Underline it. It is kindly. And what are we describing as kindly? How Ruby speaks. Is speaks a noun, a person, place, or thing, or is it an action word or verb? It is a verb, so that makes kindly an adverb. Okay, the next one I'm going to pause a little longer to give you a chance to do it on your own. The people sang sweetly. Which word is our describing word? Underline it. What word are we describing? Circle it. Then ask yourself, is the word that is being described a noun or a verb? Now let's check your work. Our describing word in this sentence is sweetly, and we are describing how they sang. Sang is an action word, so that makes it an adverb. Let's look at the next sentence. My country, 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty. What is our describing word in this sentence? Sweet is our describing word. And what are we describing as sweet? The land of liberty. I'll just circle land. Is that a noun or a verb? It is a noun, so that is considered an adjective. And our last one, the red hills of Georgia. What is our describing word? Underline it. What are we describing? Circle it. Our describing word here is red. We are describing the hills. Is that a noun or a verb? It is a noun, so that makes it an adjective. So remember, adjectives describe nouns, and adverbs describe verbs or action words. Writers choose adjectives to give more detail about people, places, or things, and writers choose adverbs to give more detail about actions. So if you finish this page, you are done with the deep dive today.